Mrs. Berman. I tell it to you now. You want to survive Osama's wrath? I'm going to show you how. Wrap, wrap, wrap. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap, wrap, wrap. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Don't fear no radiation. Don't fret no poison gas. You follow Mrs. Berman's tips, you're going to save your ass. Wrap, wrap, wrap. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap, wrap, wrap. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Hello, I'm Mrs. C. Leonard Berman, and today we're going to talk about how to prepare for a disaster. Now, I don't know about you, but I would be scared as heck if there were a terrorist attack and I wasn't ready. I don't know about you, but I'm going to be ready, and I'm going to show you how. From the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, I had this brochure, Preparing Makes Sense. Get ready now. Secretary Tom Ridge of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security said, terrorism forces us to make a choice. We could be afraid or we could be ready. I also have information from Ready New York, the Centers for Disease Control, as well as the Red Cross. Let us begin today with building a shelter in place. It's very simple. You need duct tape and you need plastic. Let's get started. Just open up the plastic and we're going to tape it a little home within our home. Here I am. I'm just building my shelter in place. It's not that difficult to do. I mean, if I could do it, you could do it. Here I have my tape, my plastic, and I simply put the tape on the plastic and then I seal it tightly to the ceiling. Well, here I am. There's no reason you can't make it beautiful. I've made these tassels to go along with the duct tape for a little trim. Of course, it would be nice if Mr. Berman could help me with this once in a while, but today we are going to talk about safe drinking water. If for some reason the power goes out and you are unsure if the water purifying system is up and running, and you have any doubts about your water, you can purify it at home. There are 3 ways to do this. The first way is to boil the water for 1 minute. If you have any doubts about the proper way to boil water, you may refer to my earlier show on how to be a happy housewife, the segment on how to boil water, because it has to be a rolling boil for 1 minute. The second way is the bleach method. To purify 1 gallon of bleach, here's 2 quarts here, or a half gallon, and 2 quarts here, or a half gallon. You need 6 drops of bleach. You want newly purchased, unopened, unscented bleach. So here, I will take an eyedropper and put 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 drops in each half gallon. It's important to always have newly purchased bleach on hand, and then you stir it. And you wait for 30 minutes. The third method recommended by the Centers for Disease Control is to buy water purifying tablets at your local pharmacy. Now, I was unable to find them at any of my local pharmacies. In fact, one place recommended I use water elimination tablets, which are diuretics, which was not what I wanted at all. And so I hope you'll have better luck finding them than I did. Now we're going to talk about food safety after a power outage. If the power has been out for a minimum of 2 hours, you have to do things to make sure your food is safe. Now, the freezer section is safe if it's unopened and it's half full for 24 hours. If the freezer section is full, like mine is, then it is safe for 48 hours. The refrigerator, however, is another story. What you want to do here is put the food into an ice chest. It doesn't have to be a fancy ice chest. Any old ice chest, the styrofoam would be fine. So you fill it with ice. Here I'm just going to put the ice cube trays in here and simply put your food in it. Well, you get the idea. Oh, the water has purified. It's been 30 minutes since we put bleach in it, stirred it, and we waited 30 minutes. Now, before you eat your food, you have to test to make sure it is safe. It must be 40 degrees or below. In order to test it, you will need a digital thermometer. This was purchased at a fancy houseware store. And I've opened it already and washed it. So you insert the probe into the food and you wait a few seconds to see if it's below 40 degrees. Oh dear, it's 41. Well, you get the idea. In the event of a terrorist attack or a natural disaster, it might cross your mind to turn off the gas. But if you do, turn off the valve at the appliance. Never, ever turn off the gas at the gas meter. If you do, the gas company will have to come to each individual home to turn it back on, and that might be a very, very long time. Let's go behind the curtain. Let's go behind our shelter